Hi loves. So I wanted to have a chat about nutrition today. So when it comes to creating change in your nutrition, it can feel quite overwhelming and you don't know where to start. We kind of know what we want to do and what needs to be done. We know all the healthy foods, we know what needs to be eaten and what when and etc. We know everything basically. It's just the implementation and sticking to it, which is the hardest part. And so I thought I'd come on and just give you a few tips and some things that I've shared today with a client, and it may help with creating these lasting healthy habits, and creating that change in the long run. So the number one thing to think about when creating a new habit is creating ease with the habit that you want to create, but then the habit that you want to get rid of, so like the bad habit of snacking on crap basically, you want to make that harder. So for example, if you're wanting to create a habit of eating healthy snacks, but all you ever do is reach for crisps or chocolate, just that's because it's easy. It's something you can grab, it's something sweet, it's something that you don't really have to think about, you can just get it, go, you're done. And what we want to be doing is preparing first. So this is the trick to make it easy. We want to prepare snacks that you can just simply reach in the fridge for, or you've got in your bag ready to go, but you want to make them healthy snacks, obviously. So, for example, protein yogurts are really good with a bit of fruit. Always try and get a little bit of protein in each snack. If you're grabbing stuff that's quite carb heavy, or even just having a single piece of fruit on its own, it can trigger that blood spike, which will make you hungrier. So I always say try and add a little bit of protein into that. Now, if you are struggling to make decisions on different snacks and stuff and you're not sure what to make, I would probably say have a sit down for 10-15 minutes, have a look on the computer. There's all sorts of stuff on Instagram and different menus or maybe recipe books, and just create a menu of maybe 5 to 10 different snacks that you can eat and see what's most doable. Maybe choose 5 and then prep them for the week ahead, or maybe 3 days ahead. It doesn't really matter as long as you've got that prep, and then you've got something there to reach for and you don't have to think about it. So that can be one way. The next way is to make the bad habits harder. So what I mean by this is, if your habit of grabbing the crisps or the chocolate or whatever it may be, and that's something you want to break, I suggest popping, either taking everything out of the house that is that, so any crisp, chocolate, anything like that, get it out of the house. Or if you can't do that because there's other people about, then pop it up high so you can't reach it, or it makes it harder to get it out of sight. You could even ask a loved one to hide it from you if you need to do that. It's just about making it harder for you to access that more unhealthy food. So that's 2 ways you can start creating change with your snacking. When it comes to water intake, so a lot of us forget about water, and it's easily done. I do it myself, but first things first, make sure you're carrying a water bottle around wherever you go. I advise to have one that's either a 2 litre bottle or a 1 litre bottle, so then you can be like, oh, if it's a 1 litre bottle, you know when you've drunk that 1 litre, then you just got one more bottle to go. maybe you can get them water bottles that have like the time of day down it. I've got one, it's like a big 2 litre bottle, and it shows you like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and then you can see you keep sipping it and it'll go out throughout the day rather than having it all in one go. So that's quite a handy tip. Plus, having something that reminds you. So this could be just a reminder on your phone, and the alarm goes off and, oh yeah, I need to drink something. And then you will get into that habit of drinking more, and then that creates that habit loop for you. Something will trigger it, whether it's getting up from your desk for a walk around and you'll have a drink, or if it's getting up on a morning and the first thing you do is have half a pint of water. It's just keep adding little things in, and then eventually you'll get to the point where you're just drinking water all the time and you don't even notice it. So that's a really good one. Drinking more water as well is really helpful for when it comes to your hunger levels and your snacking. We do find if you're dehydrated, it will make you more tired, which in turn will make you crave more sugary things. So if you feel like you're craving sugar, a real good tip is to just have a big glass of water. And then if you are still hungry after that, then obviously go for a healthier option snack, such as your protein yogurt with a bit of fruit, and it just gives you something else to focus on rather than going straight to eating crap like we do. So another thing as well for the last tip is when you are craving sugar, or if you're craving just the process of eating something rather than actually feeling hungry, go brush your teeth. It sounds a bit strange, but the minty taste will take away from that craving. And plus, once you brush your teeth, you don't really want to eat something after, because it's the taste of the mint will take away from what you're eating. So that's a really great tip that I use if I'm really craving some sugar and I know that I don't really need it. I just go brush my teeth. So something like that, so small, can be a really good little trick to use. So I'll leave it at that for now, but like I say, it's all about adding little things and not so much the taking away, but just adding things to your life that will create that change.